Good morning, Clay.
Good morning.
Tell us about the Village Vision event.
So we're hosting a 5K today to support Village Vision, which is a program meant to build a housing community for individuals with disabilities in the Charleston area.
Yeah, so that's a really big need, right?
Absolutely. There is some housing provided by the state and other things, but the need vastly outstrips what's available.
So autism is more common than ever, and then these kids, they stay the same age forever, right?
No, many of there's a critical mass that tends to push through change.
Yeah.
My generation's been kind of part of that generation, and my generation a little bit behind my generation. So that generation is now hitting transition age, which is the age right after high school when people start going to college, getting their first job, moving out,
Yeah,
and that critical mass is right there and that need for that housing is as great as it's ever been.
yeah. So for the transition age youth, what unique challenges do they face?
Well, a lot of the support structure for people with disabilities tends to end at high school. A lot of the programs and supports that are put in place are through those school programs, resource classes, and things like that. And the kind of unspoken expectation is that once you're an adult, you can just figure things out on your own. But the reality is that many parents and their transition age kids are struggling to navigate first jobs and living arrangements, learning enough life skills to live independently, driving, laundry, just basic things that most people would take for granted.
Right. What would it mean to be a young adult with autism, for example, and have roommates and have a place that you could kind of call your own with your friends?
Um, it would be a safe place, and it would be just a place where you could learn to those life skills and become a little more independent. Some people a little lower functioning, they might need to stay in that kind of community environment indefinitely
With
uh,
support?
with support.
Yeah.
And some are maybe a little more independent and can use that time, 5 years or so, get their feet under them, get a good job, get comfortable living on their own
Yeah.
in that sense of community, and then move on to bigger and better things.
What did
So
you
this community is built to accommodate both of those groups.
Yeah, in terms of their self-esteem and their like socially, would it benefit them to be living with peers with support?
Absolutely. Having that element of socialization of a community where you're living, where you're not just in your room and in your own space all the time and kind of just stewing in your own juices. To be in that community kind of forces a little bit more socialization and helps people grow.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So who are Village Vision in terms of who are the people behind this organization?
So this we've been working, I think, maybe 5 or 7 years now. It started way back when, just groups of parents again, people who are concerned and who know that there is this need. They've been working with them for 5 years. They've been raising money, scouting land opportunities, and recently we have done a merger with SOS Healthcare, which
Wow.
is a group that works up in Myrtle Beach. I believe they do many different projects for people with disabilities. The one that excites us greatly is the one they have their own housing development. They
This is
have broken ground on
Oak Tree Farm?
Oak Tree Farms
Yeah.
up in what is it?
Conway?
Conway is, yes, that's where it is. Um, and so they're going to bring all of that good grant writing experience and all of the lessons that they've learned along the way and work with the groundwork that we've set up to start the Village Vision project
So
and
you guys,
get it built in Charleston.
yeah, you guys.